Exercise 8.1. In that, eighth question, if cot A is equal to 3 cot A is equal to 4, check whether 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. That we need to check. So for that, what we have, see. So what is given? 3 cot A is equal to 4, or else cot A is equal to 4 divided by 3. So suppose if it is a triangle ABC, if it is triangle ABC, if it is A, so cot A is nothing but adjacent by opposite, that is AB is adjacent and opposite is 3. Fine. This is hypotenuse. Now we need to find the hypotenuse. So AC is equal to square root of AC is equal to square root of AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square, which is equal to, what is AB? 4 square plus what is BC? 3 square, which is equal to 25, which is equal to 5. Or else I'll write one more step, that is 16 plus 9, which is equal to root of 25, which is equal to 5. Now we got this. Now we need to verify this relation. We'll separately will calculate value of this and this. If they are equal, we'll conclude that the given statement is correct, that is yes. Or else we'll say 1 minus tan square A plus divided by 1 plus tan square A is not equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Plus we'll go through that. Okay, 1 minus tan square A. 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A, which is equal to, what is 1 minus tan square A? Tan A is nothing but opposite by adjacent, that is 3 by 4. Tan A opposite 3 divided by adjacent, that is 4. 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square divided by 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square, which is equal to 1 minus 9 divided by 16 divided by 1 plus 9 divided by 16. So we can write this as 16 minus 9 divided by 16, and this can be written as 16 plus 9 divided by 16. So 16 will get cancelled. 16 minus 9 is nothing but 7 divided by 25. The LHS we got 7 divided by 25. If RHS is equal to 7 divided by 25, then we can state, so whatever the given relation is true. Whether, yes, we need to check whether the relationship hold good or not. Okay. Next, cos square A minus sin square A. What is cos A? Adjacent by hypotenuse, 4 by 5 whole square minus, next, sin A, opposite by hypotenuse, that is 3 by 5 whole square. So 4 by 5 is nothing but 16 by 25, 9 by 25, with 25 is nothing but 25 is the LCM, 16 minus 9, since the LCM is same, 16 minus 9 is then nothing but 7 divided by 25. Therefore what we can write, 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. So the relationship holds good. So please note this term. So ninth question, if in a triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Next, cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. So if there is a triangle ABC, we'll note down the triangle ABC. So if it is right angled at B, so what is given to us? Tan A is given to us. So tan A is equal to 1 by root 3. What is tan A? Opposite by adjacent. Opposite is 1 and adjacent is root 3 for tan A. Next, we need to calculate AC. AC is equal to square root of AB square plus BC square. So what is AB? AB is nothing but root 3 whole square plus 1 square, which is nothing but 3 plus 1, which is equal to root 4, which is equal to 2. This is 2. Now we need to calculate this and this. Okay, first one, sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Find what is sin A. Sin A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Sin A 1 by 2 into cos C. Cos C is nothing but C, adjacent by hypotenuse 1 by 2. Sin A cos C. See, so for sin A, this is opposite by hypotenuse. For cos C, this is adjacent by hypotenuse. Next, cos A. Cos A adjacent by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2 into sin C, opposite by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2. So 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3. 3 by 4. So 4. So since LCM is same, so 1 plus 3, 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. Next, cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. What is cos A? That is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2 into what is cos C? Adjacent by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2, right? Cos A is nothing but root 3. Cos A is 1 by 2, that is adjacent by hypotenuse, minus sin A. Where is sin A? 1 by 2 into cos sin C. Sin C is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2. So this will get cancelled. Answer is 0. So please note this down, and here your simplification plays important role. How good you are at the simplifying the problem, so in the same way you can score. So if your the simplification is better, you can score better marks in the examination. So how can I simplify at the faster rate? Only thing, the practice. You need to practice, then only your simplification will be easy for you and you can solve the problem with the confidence. Please note this down. So 10th question in triangle, 10th question in triangle PQR right angled at Q, PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter and PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. Determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Before that, we need to find the value. See, if it is triangle PQR, it is right angled at Q, and they have given. So, what they have given? PR plus QR. So, PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter and PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. This PQ is given to us. Okay. Now, we need to calculate sin P, cos P, tan P. For that, we need these two. Okay. So, given PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. Fine. So, what we need to calculate, either you can calculate QR or PR. So, either way you can calculate. So, PR is equal to 25 minus QR. Okay. So, now, what we can write? PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So, either way you can write QR is equal to 25 minus PR. So, if we want to retain PR square, PQ square is 5 centimeter square plus QR is nothing but 25 minus PR whole square. Fine. So, I will retain PR square as it is. Y square is nothing but 25. So, A minus B whole square, 25 square plus PR square minus 2 into 25 into PR. Fine. PR square as it is, 25 plus 625 plus PR square. 25 square is nothing but 625 minus 225 is a 50 PR. Okay, now this PR square will get cancelled. Now this minus 50 PR, if I transfer to the left hand side, this will be for 50 PR, which is equal to 625 plus 25 is nothing but 650. So PR is equal to 650 divided by 50. 0 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 13s. So 13 centimeter is PR. So if it is PR is 13 centimeter, so if I call it as equation 1, so equation 1 will become, so 25 plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter, or else PR is nothing but 13 centimeter. This will become, in place of PR I am going to place, so in place of PR equation 1 will become, in place of PR I will place 13 plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. Then QR is equal to 25 minus 13. So QR is equal to 12 centimeter. So this is 12 centimeter, this is 13 centimeter. Now what we need to find, we need to calculate sin P. Sin P is equal to sin P is equal to QR by PQ, opposite by adjacent, that is 12 by 5. Next, cos P, adjacent PQ, sorry. Sin P is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, that is PR. QR by PR, that is 12 divided by 13. Cos P, adjacent by hypotenuse, that is PQ divided by PR. PQ is nothing but 5 divided by 13. Next, tan P, opposite by adjacent, that is QR divided by PQ. QR divided by PQ. What is QR? 12 divided by PQ, 5. So this is the required answer. Please note this down. 11th question. State whether the following statement are true or false. Justify your answers. The value of tan A is always less than 1. So this is false, because see, if I take a triangle wherein, see, if this is a triangle ABC, so if opposite side is 4, if it is 3, then it will be 5. So here in this case, tan A will be 4 by 3, which is greater than 1. So this is the justification that I have given. Tan A is 4 by 3, which is greater than 1. So this is false, because tan A can be more than 1. So next, secant A is 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. See, if I take triangle ABC, so what is secant A? So cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. Secant A is hypotenuse by adjacent, that is 1. So now root of 12 square minus 5 square. So BC will be root of 12 square minus 5 square, that is 144 minus 25. So 14 minus 5 is 9, 3 minus 2 is 1, that is 1. So such right angle triangle is possible, and it is obeying the Pythagoras theorem, that is, so it is true. Answer is true. Next, cos of A is the abbreviation used for the cosecant of angle A. So see, cos of A is, answer is false, because cos of A is the abbreviation, cos of A is the abbreviation used for cosine of angle A. Cosine of angle A. For cosine of angle A, we are going to use cos A, but not for cosecant of angle A. For cosecant of angle A, what is the abbreviation that we are going? What is the short form that we are going to use a cosecant A, cosec A. Next, cot A is the product of, I am going to separate this out to avoid the confusion. So next, cot A is the product right. Cot A is the product of cot A and A. No, so false, because so cot A is nothing is cotangent of angle A, not cot into A. It is not a product of cot and A. It's a product of not a cot and A. It is a product of, so it is nothing but a cotangent of angle A. That is cotangent of angle A. That is not but nothing. That is not cot and A. It is not a product of cot and A, and we cannot separate this out as cot into A. So this is the only single term. So this is cotangent of angle A. So that is the reason the answer is, the statement is false. Next, sin theta is equal to 4 by 3 for some angle theta. See, we know that sin theta can be written as opposite by hypotenuse in any triangle. So before that the answer is false. We will give a reason in front of this. So in any triangle, so before that sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is always greater than opposite. So therefore sin theta is always less than 1. So that is the reason it contradicts this statement, which is 4 by 3. So this answer is more than 1. So that is the reason sin theta, see, we know that sin theta is less than 1, always less than 1, because so in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is always greater than the other two sides. So hypotenuse is there in the denominator. So that is the reason you are going to get sin theta as always less than 1. But here in this case, they are saying that sin theta is greater than 1, which is false. So please note this down. So try to answer when you are going to, when will you be able to answer such statements, and when will you be able to justify such statements, means if you are thorough with the concept. If you are thorough with the concept, then only you will be able to give a justification for the answers that you have given. So if you want to tell whether the given statement is true or false, so in that case, if you know the concept really well, you can easily give a justification. So thank you.